Sadhguru answered and they recorded in a nice way. So let's see, and then what are the questions many people asked and what are the answers he gave, which we can live by, or practice to live by. You may be a wonderful person, a great philanthropist, much loved by your family, friends, but today if you went to eat a wrong food in a restaurant, you will still get an infection. It will not spare you because you are a good man. It is time to stop thinking about good or bad. We urgently need a sensible people on this planet now, people who will do the right thing with the life. People who operate on this basis have a life sense. And I hope that has clear explanation. If one had eyes, we would not consider blind. Sorry, if no one had eyes, we would not consider blindness as a problem. But now comparing oneself to someone else that they don't have eyes is a problem, and that is karma. Start from where you are and where your experience begins. You can start only from where you are. Start from where you are and there experience begins. Suppose you realized your neighbor or a dog was your husband or a wife in your previous life. How would it help you? Whether you now go and kiss the dog and throw or throw stones at him, it doesn't matter. Both are dangerous. If you throw stones at him, you will get in trouble with the neighbor. If you kiss him, you will get in trouble with the dog. So it's one way of answering. It does not matter how many times it happens. It does not matter how many times it happens. If you keep forgetting what you're doing, it will repeat the same actions. Even now, your responsibility, your personality is a projection of your many past lives. Love and compassion is what we should live by. Once you have tasted something consciously, there is no need to keep revisiting it. That aspect of karma is finished. Nobody has a complete control over another. With the children, the less you try to influence them, the more they are influenced by you. With the children, the less you influence them, the more influenced by looking at actions you as a person, as a family member takes. If you ask a woman who had a more than 2 to 3 children, they will tell you that every child did not behave the same way in the womb. They all act and react based on their karmas and vasanas. Suppose you can't own life, you can only live it. You can't own life, you can only live it. Suppose you are driving a car and fall asleep. In my sleep, can I still go wherever I want to go? Of course you will go, but where do you go is a question. But that's the nature of unconsciousness. When you are unconscious, where you go is not your choice. When you're unconscious, where you go is not your choice. Even a dead leaf goes somewhere, but where? It cannot decide. The wind will decide where it goes. Even a little ant knows where exactly it wants to go, but any being that become totally unconscious cannot choose. If you have any sense, you will choose what is best for this life, and that is the most important thing to live by. If you have any sense, and all human beings have senses, as we all are aware, you will choose what is best for this life, and that's the most important thing to live by. Live moment to moment. When a ripened fruit falling off the tree, the moment it falls with the ripe fruit around it, the seed will automatically take root with the necessary food around it. If you are depressed, 1 minute feels like a day. If you are joyful, one day is like a minute. For suffering energy body, the single day may seems like 100 years, but a joyful one, 100 years could seems like a day. The tree standing here is involved with everything. The tree standing, or any tree you see, involved with everything. The earth, the water, the breeze, the sky, everything. Life will blossom only if involvement is total. Life will blossom only if the involvement is total. You can't own life, you can only live it. Maintaining a distance from your thought and emotion is very important. Every thought you generate finds a certain imprint in this universe forever and ever. Every thought that you generate finds a certain imprint in this universe and forever. Depending on your attitude or a quality, you attract the kind of thought, emotion, and experience towards yourself. 40 seconds of a person's lifetime. In the last 40 seconds of a person's lifetime, many lifetimes of accumulated karma play out it fast forward. In those crucial 40 seconds, if a person manages to stay aware, stay in the present moment, stay aware, I think that's going to be a little challenging and difficult. But if you stays aware, the entire karmic of your lifetimes will fall apart. Dying in a joy or love is a wonderful way to die. Dying in what the yogic tradition calls the samadhi state is the ultimate way to die. This means that while you are living, you walk consciously into the death. When there is a freedom to decide how to be, karma gets more complicated. This is very important example. Maybe you may like it. This is very important one. You may like it. Tigers may have no real choice other than to be a tiger. They go by their instincts. The animals all live by instincts. They have no choices as we know them. They can't transform themselves into vegetarians or get married or to become yogis. Their life is fixed because of the instincts they are born with. What instincts humans has is something that you need to ask. So they don't have a choice, but we do have a choice. You have the choice and the ability to be the way you want it to be in any given moment. You have the choice and ability. You have the choice and ability. You have the choice and ability to be any way you want to be in a given moment, and that is the freedom and the curse. Most human beings are suffering from their freedom. If you get a little bit deep into it, I'm sure you understand that. Dissolving the animal nature is the aim of daily spiritual process. Dissolving the animal instinct is the aim of daily spiritual process. Look at around us and see how many animalistic instincts we do have, which we are rubbing on others. There's one great example he gives also. There is a difference between walking out of the body. There is a difference between walking out of the body and committing suicide. So does many of the people does. We do hear, see, or a lot of people for different reasons. Suicide means you want to escape a difficult situation. It can apply also in your life and in our lives. So those examples, just giving an example. Suicide means walking. Suicide means you want to escape a difficult situation. Walking out of something means that your term is over and you are stepping out joyfully. There's a difference between cutting off forcefully and walking out of something. Walking out of something means that your term is over and you are stepping out joyfully. If you escape from prison, very good example again. If you escape from prison, you will be on your run for the rest of your life. But if you are freed from prison because your term is over, you are a free man. That's a difference, and it's a big one. If you want to do something forcefully, or else if you wanted to do something naturally. A day is but a piece of time. that lets us live and die. That is, this is the day, let us live and live totally. So that's a completion of the book on about 237 page, and that's a quote he wrote. A day is but a piece of time. A day is but a piece of time that let us live and die. That let us live and die. This day let us live. This day let us live and live totally. A day is but a piece of time that let us live and die. This day let us live and live it totally and being in a present moment. All thank you, Sadhguru, for this wonderful book. I just want to say thank you for your time. And if you haven't gone through on a live, I'm sure that you can go back and see some of the little episodes which I had read through. Maybe sometimes you might find you boring, but I think these are some of the highlights which I highlighted and I read through it. One is I'm being a little bit selfish too, that when I read it, so that probably whenever I go also I can listen to it through my own voice, and maybe sometimes it can connect me too in many ways, which can help me to do better in what I do. And I hope the same for you, to do better in whatever you're doing it, and to live life fully, totally, like Sadhguru says, live it now and live it totally, being in present moment. Now as I speak, as you can see, the entire book sums up in a two different aspects. One is that, understanding what is karma is all about, and also how to live what is given to us and being in present moment. This book 90% talks about how to live your life being in present moment. As long as you understood and took that one step away from this couple of sessions we had in the books, and then it's a wonderful book for you to read and keep it and revisit time to time, to not to go off the track of whatever you're doing it. And I do hope that you have a wonderful plan ahead of you. Planning is necessary for the future, but you have to live it in present moment for you to achieve that. And like many of the motivational speakers say, that dream without goals, goals without dreams. As the difference, try to understand. Dreams without goals, goals without dreams, both are still uh, can take you in a different directions if you don't understand exact meaning of those things. So we do need to have a plan to reach the destination by living in a present moment, taking actions in the present moment, and also looking around us and see what life is offering you in every given moment. And I hope that helps for you to do better in what you do. And thank you for your time. And do like and subscribe the channel if you will, if you can, which can help me to do continue this journey in terms of motivation, personal motivation. Uh, Somewhere around the corner, someone will find this inspiring that someday, whether I'm here, I'm gone, which is different subject altogether. Thank you once again. Thanks for watching, and have a great day ahead, and then have a great life ahead, and then live in present moment and do the best you can living in present moment. Thank you.